Hey everyone, George here. So every year around this time, I get the same questions, which is, can I deduct my holiday party? What about taking my crew out to dinner? What about alcohol? What if I invite clients? And didn't meals used to be 100% deductible? So the answer to a lot of these is some yes, some no. On today's episode, I'm going to break down holiday parties, employee meals, client meals, alcohol, and common mistakes that trigger IRS problems. So without further ado, let's get started. So before we get into the details, these are the two big rules you need to understand. Most business meals are only 50% deductible, and certain employee events are 100% deductible. The difference between these comes down to who the event is for, what the purpose is, and how it's documented. So let's start with the big one that everybody cares about and everyone asks me about, which are holiday parties. So the answer is holiday parties for employees are 100% deductible. So that includes food, drinks, alcohol, venue, entertainment, and decorations. But the thing is that three key requirements need to be met. Number one, the event has to be primarily for employees. This is the biggest rule. The event shouldn't be just for management or just for the owners. It must be primarily for the employees. If it's only you, your partner, a spouse, and a few executives, then that's not a deductible holiday party. Number two requirement is that it's not lavish or extravagant. The IRS doesn't define lavish, but common sense would kind of apply here. So nice dinner is fine, open bar is usually fine, but say a private jet to Vegas, it probably wouldn't pass the test. For contractors and small businesses, this requirement is usually not an issue. And number three requirement is that it's an occasional event. Holiday parties qualify because they're usually, say, about once or twice a year, and not recurring daily or weekly meals, as opposed to everyday meals or perks. So what's included in the 100% deductibility of a holiday party? Food, alcohol, catering, restaurant buyouts, venue rental, DJ or music, tips and service charges. And yes, alcohol is deductible when it's part of a qualifying employee holiday party. So technically, if a client were to attend this holiday event, the employee portion would be 100% deductible, but the client portion would only be 50% deductible. So as a best practice, if you have a good number of clients attending this event, then you should allocate costs between client and employee only. Like if half the room is full of clients, then you shouldn't pretend like it's an employee only party. If the party is clearly employee focused and clients are, usually just an incidental part of the party, then it should be fine with 100%. So occasional employee events like say a holiday party, a company picnic, annual barbecue, end of year dinner, these are all fine to be 100% deductible. Now, if we're talking about regular employee meals, like say lunches that you bring for employees, meals during long work days, or if you're feeding the crew every Friday, these are generally 50% deductible, even if you're being generous and morale is the goal. So obviously regular employee meals wouldn't, fall in the bucket of holiday parties. Now we move on to client meals, and client meals are generally 50% deductible, even during holidays. The requirements are that there must be business purpose, you or an employee must be present, and there should be some sort of proper documentation to substantiate it, including a receipt, calendar meeting invites or emails. Good examples include lunch with a client to discuss a project, dinner with a referral partner. Bad examples include gift cards or meals with no business discussion at all. So we move on from client meals to entertainment. So unfortunately, entertainment is not deductible at all. That includes sporting events, concerts, golf outings, hunting trips. Unfortunately, entertainment expenses are not deductible at all, even if business is discussed. If food is separately stated on the receipt, then the food portion would still be deductible 50%, though the entertainment portion, would not be deductible. So let's talk about alcohol deductibility. Alcohol gets people nervous, but here's the general rule. Alcohol basically follows the same rule as meals. It's not automatically non-deductible. So for a holiday party, it's 100% deductible. For a client dinner, it's 50% deductible. And entertainment alcohol is not deductible at all. The category matters more than the alcohol itself. So let's talk about client gifts. So client gifts are deductible up to $25 per person per year. So these are very strict limits, and alcohol would count as a gift. So if you bought somebody a $200 bottle of whiskey, only unfortunately $25 of it would be deductible. Now let's talk about employee gifts. So usually cash or gift cards technically would be taxable wages, and so would non-cash gifts in terms of the value provided. So my professional opinion on this is if you want to reward employees and make them feel good over the holidays, bonuses are clean. Holiday parties are 100% deductible. but gifts can get messy. So what are some of the most common pitfalls or mistakes that I see? Number 1, calling client dinners holiday parties. Number 2, deducting entertainment as meals. Number 3, writing off lavish owner-only events. Number 4, no receipts or no business purpose. And number 5, mixing business and personal holiday spending. If you hear everyone does it, that doesn't exactly get you off. So it's best to do things right. So holiday parties can absolutely be deductible, assuming you do it right. So, to make full circle on everything we just discussed, employee holiday parties are 100% deductible. Meals are generally 50% deductible. Entertainment is not deductible at all, and documentation matters in all of this. There are certain exceptions where meals may be 100% deductible, but I'll be discussing that in our next episode. So I hope you found this helpful. Click like, subscribe, turn on notifications for any updates, and hope to see you in the next one.